like another L. Designer on me, this they new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning teams. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still ballin' like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in her. Eating blood across it where the blood dinner. Juice stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna call my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought, yeah.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. The atmosphere here, electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for Las Vegas.
And we are underway here in Las Vegas. Fields this way up at the 17. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
On first down is Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 46. From the gun, it's Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's Brady to throw. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Brady to throw again. It's caught. Jones. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Leonard Fournette with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bucs have taken a first quarter lead. This is a crew. They've come out flat their last two games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. Shotgun now for Carr. Over the middle, complete. It's Jacobs. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 12 yards there and a first down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
On first down, it's Jacobs. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
By Carlton Davis.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Carr gonna throw. Being chased out left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jabal Sheard wreaking the defensive havoc.
Brandon, never ceases to amaze me just how fast these defensive ends are in the game nowadays. Part of that is what we've seen in college football, where they've gotten smaller and faster on the defensive side of the ball, but they've brought that to the NFL because
the pressure gets to him again. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive, then you get a big sack there on 3rd down, and you make the home crowd go.
There is a hush indeed. Here's Jones. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Jones has it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Brady's pass complete to Ronald Jones. A gain of 13 yards. And a Buccaneer.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Into the first quarter with the score Buccaneers 7, Raiders 0.
Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the second quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs.
Complete to Mike Evans.
Mike Evans. His third touchdown now on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Succop for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Buccaneers 14, Raiders nothing. Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. They'll run on first down. Jacobs. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Carr to throw on 3rd and 1. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Carr to throw for it on 4th down. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Good coverage that time by Sean Bunting. Well, down 2 touchdowns already. I guess they felt they needed to go for it, but still early, still first half.
I think conventional wisdom says, look, as you point out, you got a whole half to play. Hang in there. Don't give up any more points in this situation. Do a little adjusting at the half and come out ready to go. But sometimes those coaches can just sense their team. Maybe they're a little flat or they need a little extra inspiration. And he decided to go for it there to try and kickstart things.
Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. He'll begin with a give to Fournette to start the drive. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 at the 45-yard line.
Shotgun now for Brady. This is caught inside the 15. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Mike Evans with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. And it is now 21-0.
The score, Buccaneers 21, Raiders nothing.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
So conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Yeah, he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
6-yard line.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up
On 2nd and 11 now. Carr. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Jason Pierre-Paul able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. From midfield, here's Carr. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. A handoff to Fournette. He finds an opening past the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. 2nd quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Brady. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. His secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. And it'll be intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you've got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Brady. And this is caught by Evans. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Now Ryan Suckup will come on and try the field goal.
A 28-yard attempt.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And the route is on. It's 24-0. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Tampa Bay.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. Fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. Taken in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Their own 21-yard line.
Carr and the Raiders come up first and 10 at their own 21. He'll set up to throw from the gun. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tony Jefferson, and he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point up and good by Suckup. And the lead will swell by 1 more. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive...
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
First and 10.
So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation. Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. First target, first catch, and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10. Now, meanwhile, the throw by Brady knocked away, incomplete. Good coverage there by Trayvon Mullen.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Raekwon McMillan gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
Third down.
The sack backs him up third and long. Tough challenge for Brady and the Bucs. Operating from the gun, Brady. This is caught. Gronkowski. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Rob Gronkowski, his third touchdown now on the year. And this Buccaneer offense is running away with this one. And the kick here is good with a penalty flag down as well. And they may have run into him after the kick went away. So 5 yards for running into. Lucky it wasn't 15 for roughing.
No doubt about it, because they protect the kickers and the guys holding the ball almost as much as they protect quarterbacks in the pocket. They don't want those types of injuries.
And that'll carry over the back. Fly to the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Now they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Carr. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy Bunting. And the return will stop right around the 25. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to...
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Raekwon McMillan, his second sack of the night. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now a throw here to his running back. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Brady's throw on third down there is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
36-yard attempt.
Succop's kick is good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further.
Buccaneers 41.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. It was the linebacker, Devin White, there to knock it away.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, they just can't get off the ground. And that play,
taking it right down Broadway. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
5-yard line.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll run with Jacobs. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
And goal.
They go with Jacobs, and he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And this shutout is going to continue as the defense holds again. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. That's caught by Howard. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a 1st down. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Here's a give to Fournette. And now look at him go. And he takes it all the way down to the 44-yard line. A big run by the big man Fournette. 43 yards. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
At the 41-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to...
Looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad...
It's caught at the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. None of that. Nelson Aguilar. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders able to get this back to within at least some measure here of respectability. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play.
41, Raiders 7.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 at the 40-yard line.
And now the 30-year man from USC, this is Ronald Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. From the gun, it's Brady. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. From the gun, Brady. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs.
Complete to Mike
The
Evans.
4th touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady. And this Buccaneer offense, they're running away with this one. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Buccaneers 48, Raiders 7.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter.
Hey, 734.
On first down, Carr. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Levante David making his presence felt in the backfield. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
Third and 11.
Throwing his car on third down. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. It's Devin White, the linebacker, and he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation...
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, you know, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
Fielded in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Antoine Winfield Jr. picks it. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37.
The tackle made by
Jeff Heath, the one to bring him down.
Gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 37-yard line.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Again, it's Jones. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Jones, the ball carrier.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
4. And it's third down.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
A gain of 15. And a Buccaneer first down.
Fournette, a first down carry. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
At the 43-yard line.
From the shotgun to give to Jones. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
It's a gain of 25 yards. First down, Buccaneers.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. And I know you with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Kick it and go. Kick it and go. With a stiff arm, spin move.